Are you ready to learn what you don't know about content? You're in the right place. This is the Content Explorer Podcast, a show where host Kim Boltzmann and Coco Lyons dive into the messy world of content marketing. Kim and Coco bring you all things content hacks, tools, and tips about social media, SEO, copywriting, and more. Take their advice to make your content generation wickedly efficient, with results you can take to the bank.
Hello. It's Kim again with the Content Explorer Podcast, where we dive into the messy world of content marketing. My lovely friend is here again with the best questions ever.
I'm Coco. Today, drumroll please. Kim.
Coco.
Talk to me about social media here.
Oh,
what should I post? When should I post it? How often should I post it? Do I have to make up new posts per social media site? Social media is confusing.
It is.
It's a beast.
Yeah.
Talk to me about it.
Okay. All right. That was a lot of questions.
Okay.
I got this.
Break it down.
Okay,
Talk to me about social media.
Okay. So the most important question I think you asked there was, do I have to write a different post for every social media channel that my business is on?
Mm-hmm.
And I tell people, no, you don't need to write fresh content. The only time that you're going to do different content is for stories, in my opinion. And you may not post everything that you post on like Facebook and Instagram to LinkedIn. Like, you know,
Mm-hmm.
you'll weed some stuff out, but for the most part, honestly, the way that I tell people to look at social media is as an SEO platform or search engine optimization.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're using those keywords that we talked about in episode 1 with, you're using those keywords with your social media, like as hashtags or embedded into the content of the
Mm-hmm.
post, you are also helping your website increase visibility.
That's good to know. I'm very glad that you said that you don't have to write a new post for every single one. Well, that's a lot of work. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Right. And there's people who do it though. And I'm like, seriously. And they'll post like, another question you have is like, how often should I post?
Mm-hmm.
There's a school of thought out there that you should post like 3 times a day. And I'll be honest with you, I know, right?
I don't want to see all those posts scrolling through my feed.
Well, but then you compete with your own self.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
For vision in the newsfeed or
Mm-hmm.
visibility in the newsfeed, because you know, Facebook or Instagram or whatever is trying to gauge a post on, you know, like how they're showing it to the people who engage with your page the most first.
Right.
And then once that tier of people have engaged with it, like whether liking or commenting or whatever, then it's the next tier and then the tier after that. So it's not like, so then now you're throwing 3 posts into the mix and you're like, yeah, I mean, you see posts from 2 days ago.
Yeah.
So it really is not worth the time or the effort to do multiple posts a day.
Just like one post that is souped up with keywords and really getting the meaning across.
Right.
Is what you're
and you don't
saying.
want to keyword stuff by
Right.
any means, but you know, if you're a small business or you're a new business who's just getting started,
Mm-hmm.
you don't need to post every single day. I mean, you know, our small social media packages at A Cup of Content are 3 posts a week. That's 12 posts a month. It's not that much. It's Monday, Wednesday, Friday. If you could write 3 posts a week, which I'm sure you can, that's not a lot, but at least it gets the momentum going.
Right.
You know, and that's, like I said, it's 12 posts a month. We have other packages that are like 20 posts a month, and that's great too. But,
Mm-hmm.
you know, do you need to do it every single day? I don't think so. I've done that every day, and I've done it 12 days, the 12 days a month. The analytics and the reach and all that stuff is still the same.
Let's talk about like the analytics and the reach for a little bit. I'm curious, what type of post does better? Like a video post, a picture post, a long post, a short post? Like, what do people normally engage with on social media?
Well, first and foremost, some sort of visual. So images clearly do really well, because, and especially images of people in the business or the business itself, people they really engage with that stuff, because they can they can, what do you call it? They can relate to it.
They feel part of the family.
Yeah, I've been there, or I get that.
Mhm.
That's so cool. And it may not be the best produced shot. It may not be, whatever, but it's still, as long as it's clear.
Like,
it's
take your
focused.
phone and
Yeah, I mean, good grief. Phones out there these days are even better than the stuff that we use here.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that. No one's going to judge you for that. They're going to judge you for a really crappy focused image or really crappy audio.
Mhm.
But speaking of that, video really is where it's at.
Oh.
I mean, video is probably the most shown form of a post that you will see on social media. And especially if it's captioned. Because do you turn your audio on?
Not usually, but I also, if I do have my audio on, I'm always watching with captions too.
Yeah.
I've gotten kind of in that mindset of things because I can just focus better. So
right.
Yeah. But
yeah.
no.
See, and I rarely ever turn audio on except for TikTok.
Oh. But TikTok.
You don't have a choice.
TikTok, you don't have a choice. You kind of need that to watch
Yeah.
videos, but yeah.
Yeah, video and that's why I tell people if they're doing like, big content like this, like they're doing a vlog or a podcast, I can take snippets out of this and I can turn that into social media posts. So I've already put all the effort into this big piece of content and I can turn those into smaller. I mean, we could take a little clip of us talking about this subtopic and share it on social media and caption it.
Do you have any like special programs that you use real quick? I know we're going to do some reviews later on in different episodes, but like for social media, what do you use for that?
We just used apps, or we bought it on AppSumo because AppSumo is amazing, and we'll have a link in the show notes here. But Happy Scribe, yes. Oh my gosh! So it's Happy Scribe, and you talk about that because you used it.
Yeah. So I had to record a sermon because my actual full-time gig, I'm a deacon at a church, and so I had to do a sermon and record it and put it out, and I wanted to put captions in it because I'm all for being inclusive in that sense and in that realm. And so it was our first go around with Happy Scribe, and we just uploaded the video, and it took like 2-3 minutes. It was really quick, and it was
pretty spot on too. Yeah.
Like the timing was pretty near perfect. There was a few things that you had to go through and change, but it would like highlight it or it would change a different color so you could go through and like, we weren't sure about this word, so is this right? And you could watch it back, and it even gave you like a full printout of your transcript if you wanted it. It was slick.
Yeah.
It was easy.
And I think that people who are uploading video and letting the platform do the captions for you, you're really kind of missing the boat if you don't go back and review it and update it, because you could be putting in important keywords into that video, and if Google or YouTube or Facebook or whatever doesn't read it right, then you've just kind of shot yourself in the foot with all that effort,
right?
But yeah, with a program like that, is so easy.
So easy.
Yeah. Great questions. That was a good one.
Thanks.
And again, remember to subscribe to either our YouTube channel or both, also our podcast on any platform that is your favorite. And what was the other thing? Oh yeah, if you have a topic that you would like us to cover, you got a question for us, head on over to contentexplorepodcast.com and submit a topic. And you can tell us, and maybe you'll get some sweet swag from us if we feature you on the podcast. All right, guys, that's it for today. Thanks, Coco.
Yeah.
It was a delight.
Thanks, Kim.
All right.
It was fun.
We'll see you guys next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
It is such an honor that you joined us today on the Content Explore podcast, presented by A Cup of Content. If you love what you learn, leave the Content Explore podcast a 5-star review on your favorite podcasting platform. Be sure to sign up for our weekly emails about new podcast releases at contentexplorepodcast.com, or subscribe to our YouTube channel to see the episodes and additional content we don't share here.